Kong toys are a safe, fairly indestructible chew toy that you can fill with delicious treats. But don't fill them with that processed stuff you can buy from the store. Fill them with nutritious treats you can make right at home. If you're interested in some healthy fillings for Kong toys, stay tuned. Kong toys are awesome because they are the only toy I can leave my dog with and feel like he's going to not get into too much trouble with choking or anything. And I always make sure that they're completely clean. So I get this bottle cleaning brush from a set of water bottle cleaning brushes from OXO. I will leave it in a comment down below and also in the description so that you can find it. It makes for a great Kong cleaning brush. Instead of filling Kongs with expensive processed filler, I like to cut up some fruits that he loves. He loves strawberries and blueberries, a little bit of carrot, and also he loves sweet potato. And sweet potato is especially good from when he's not feeling so good in the belly. And I have a little bit of canned pumpkin as well. And on extra special days, I like to make room for a little bit of unsweetened peanut butter. This peanut butter contains no salt and no sugar or any sweeteners of any kind. Just make sure that when you buy peanut butter, you're not buying the peanut butter with xylitol. I like to cut up all of my ingredients that I'm putting in the Kong fairly small, but it really depends on the size of your dog. Little Clover absolutely loves to eat carrots. I like to cut them up in small pieces for him, and I give carrots as a treat, and he loves them just as much as chicken or any other treat. I call him my little wabbit. You can also experiment and see what other fruits your dog likes to eat. I love to give my dog strawberries. He absolutely loves strawberry. As a matter of fact, whenever we're having a little strawberry for breakfast, you see these big brown eyes peering around the corner. Mom and Dad, can I have some strawberry? I always give in. There are a number of fruits and vegetables that shouldn't be given to dogs or should be given in moderation. Make sure to consult your vet to make sure that you're doing the right thing for your dog. When I make Clover's Kongs, it's like a giant assembly line, and I just line up everything I want to put in, and it's like a kid in a candy store. What do I want to put in first? What do I want to put in second? This Kong is for right now, because right now Clover has a little bit of a gastrointestinal issue, and he shouldn't be eating any more than pretty much bland foods. So I'm going to put a little bit of sweet potato in there, along with a little bit of canned pumpkin, just because he loves those foods and he can enjoy them and they're not going to irritate his belly too much. If your dog has an upset belly, definitely consult your veterinarian. They'll be able to tell you which foods you can and can't feed your dog while he is recovering. I like to mix a few of the dry ingredients with a few of the wet ingredients just so they stick together a little better. When I put them in the freezer, they're going to be more challenging to get at. And I'm making one more belly-friendly Kong for the road here. Another one of Clover's favorite snacks is blueberries. They are a little bit messy though, so just be careful that you feed your Kong in a place where you can easily get the stains out. I learned this the hard way. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of a larger Kong and I'll provide a little bit more of a wonderful treat. Clover loves strawberries and he loves blueberries as well, as I mentioned earlier. And in this one, I'm going to be extra nice and give him a little bit of peanut butter. Now, I'm pretty conservative with peanut butter, and this peanut butter is unsweetened and unsalted. Just consult your veterinarian, and again, no xylitol. If you'd like, you can throw a little bit of your dog's kibble in too for an extra crunchy treat. Or you can actually soak your dog's kibble in some water and add the whole thing to the Kong and freeze it and give your dog his dinner that way. I have done that several times. Another thing that's fun to add is some dried chicken treats. He absolutely loves them. A really fun thing to do is to find a larger treat. This is basically a dried chicken treat, and stick it so that it's sticking partly outside of the opening of the Kong, and then I will spackle it a little bit in with some peanut butter, and when I freeze it, it's basically kind of stuck in there, and they enjoy the challenge of trying to free that treat, and it keeps them busy for a really long time. Now it's time to freeze all the Kongs. I have a dedicated bin in the freezer for all of Clover's Kongs and his Kong ingredients and treats and things. So I got this bin from Marshall's, but I do believe it's from Interdesign. I've got a little bags full of blueberries. I've got some pumpkin. This is pumpkin that I froze in an ice tray that was canned pumpkin. So if you don't use the whole can, that's a great way to keep it fresh for a long time. There's also some sweet potato I cut that I used for a recipe for myself that I didn't use the whole thing. And I made some chicken and rice because he's not feeling good right now. But the chicken and rice can be made in advance and it keeps up to 3 to 4 months. So that way you don't have to make it every time. Again, always consult your veterinarian if your dog isn't feeling well, and they will tell you exactly what to do. Now, while I'm making these Kong treats, he just stares at me, so the stuff that didn't make it into the Kongs usually gets into a little bowl and gets fed to Mr. Clover Pants. So there you have it. Those are Clover's healthy Kong treats that he eats when we have to leave really quickly for the day and he needs something to do, or if I'm working and I need him to leave me alone. That keeps him busy for an hour or two, and he loves everything inside. It's pretty healthy, nothing processed, nothing disgusting, all goodness. What do you like to stuff your dog's Kongs with? Leave a comment down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe for more doggy cuteness.